This is the Renewed Minds with Leslie O'Hare podcast. Your host, Leslie O'Hare, mindset life coach, TV personality, TEDx speaker, and author, created this podcast to empower and inspire women and teen girls to cultivate a growth mindset that can revolutionize their lives. Renewed Minds is more than a talk show. It's a pillar of motivation, a source of inspiration, and a gateway to boundless possibilities. It's a platform for engaging conversations that spark change. Let's start the conversation. Here's Leslie.
Hello, welcome to the Renewed Minds podcast. I am thrilled to be here with you today. I'm your host, Leslie O'Hare. Our commitment via this podcast is to provide informative information to inspire women and teen girls to be able to take control of their mind, their emotions, and their behavior, empowering them to bravely rise above obstacles and challenges, as well as helping them to be able to value their inherent self-worth. With that being said, on the show with me today is the beautiful Miss Dallas teen, Lily Roberts. Welcome, Lily.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so beyond thrilled and happy to be here.
Well, I'm excited to have you as well. And you know what? We have such an amazing show for you all today. And Lily is going to share with you a little bit of who's on the show.
Yes, so our guests on the show today are University of Southern California engineering student Christian Bryan and supermodel, influencer, and actress Kiana Rowe. And we're super happy that they're going to be joining us today.
So we are happy they're here. We're happy to sit down and have impactful conversations with these two beautiful ladies. But before we do that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we return, Lily and I will be sitting down with the University of Southern California engineering student Christian Bryan. Back in a moment. Hi, I'm Leslie O'Hare, the host and creator of the Renewed Minds podcast. I want to share why I started this podcast. The genesis of this show traces back to a period of significant life challenges where I faced a pivotal decision: succumb to life's struggles or courageously rise above them. I chose bravery. Surviving required rewiring my mindset. Embracing a growth mindset became my lifeline. I recognize that my story is not unique. Countless women face adversity and uncertainties, while teen girls navigate challenges like peer pressure, bullying, and the weight carried by those I refer to as fatherless girls, young women shouldering the burden of parental absence. My mission is clear: to inspire women and teen girls to control their mindset, emotions, and behavior, enabling them to overcome obstacles. My team and I need your help to continue this mission. Visit renewedmindspodcast.com to contribute. Every donation, big or small, fuels our conversations and empowers our audience. Join us in empowering women and teen girls to embrace growth, resilience, and achieve mental well-being. One woman, one teen girl at a time. Please visit renewedmindspodcast.com to become an advertiser or to contribute to the show. Thank you for being part of our journey towards mental freedom for women and teen girls. Welcome back. Our first guest is University of Southern California engineering student Christian Bryan. Christian, welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
Fantastic.
Excited to be here.
Well, I'm glad to have you. I know your schedule's so hectic because you know what? You're graduating in May. So you have a lot to take care of. So we won't take up much of your time, but I'm excited you took time out for us today. You know, you have accomplished so much in this short time frame of your very young life. And I know that you, as I said, you go to USC. You have also been your major is computer science and business administration at the USC Viterbi engineering program, correct? And
Yes.
with that being said, how have you been able to manage juggling so many different things? Because not only are you a college student, you also were the second runner-up on CHOP Junior. And so you've had very successful accolades. How have you been able to connect with everything that you do and to be so diverse and accomplished at it?
Yeah, so growing up, I used to always say that I wanted to be a lot of different things, like actress or chef or entrepreneur. And I feel like I always allowed myself to kind of have this like exploratory curiosity. And that has been something that has allowed me to keep my mind open and really pursue things without having some sort of idea that I'm limiting myself by choosing a particular path. So yeah, I think that's how I've been able to kind of juggle all of those things and also be able to like put my best foot forward in a lot of different realms. And it's something that has enabled me to learn a lot of new skills and hobbies. So yeah.
Fantastic. So I know Lily had a question that she wants to ask you. Lily, what was the question that you had for Christian?
Yes, so I'd love to ask this. How do you believe promoting diversity and inclusion within engineering fields fosters a culture of belonging and equity? And what steps can individuals and organizations take to ensure equal opportunities for all aspiring engineers?
Yeah, for sure. So diversity and inclusion has really allowed me to feel like I'm not alone in my journey. Growing up, I was in a couple different environments where I was kind of the only person that looked like me doing particular STEM things. And so coming into college in a super diverse realm that is USC, and also USC has a lot of departments dedicated to diversity, they really gave me the opportunity to be seen. And that's something that I've really been able to thrive from. And also it's given me a lot of motivation as I've gone on in my journey, as STEM can be super hard sometimes. So that's helped me a lot. And as far as other companies and individuals taking action to promote diversity and inclusion in kind of the world of engineering and STEM, I feel like it starts super young. I feel like there's a lot of engineering outlets that can be shown to kids that opens up new possibilities for them. There's so many engineering outlets that I didn't know about up until college pretty much. And I feel like having that exposure early on really gets people kind of knowing about engineering and kind of allows them to helps them pick like their certain hobbies and interests and things pretty early on in engineering.
So I want to talk to you about AI. I love it. AI, I probably use it in some point in time every day of the week. And so with you being able to be at that intersection of technology and innovation firsthand, how do you think AI is going to make an impact on some of the most pressing issues that we do have, which is healthcare, sustainability, as well as education?
Yeah, for sure. So I think AI has a lot of different areas that it can be used in a lot of different ways because of its ability to kind of go through a lot of huge amounts of data and make the best decisions. I feel like I see a huge opportunity, especially in sustainability for artificial intelligence. Things like optimizing like the transport or the transit route that you take on Google Maps to reduce emissions so there's not as much traffic, things like that. Also aiding in the development of renewable energy, as well as being able to like model and test products virtually without having to actually fabricate an actual product and go through the process of testing it manually. Artificial intelligence has the possibility to do things like that. So yeah, I feel like the main thing is optimization. I feel like artificial intelligence can increase or speed up the process of a lot of different things, kind of getting us to the sustainability, education, and health goals that we were trying to get to.
Fantastic.
Yes, I love that word optimization, and I can't wait to see what AI becomes. And so for this next question I'm about to ask, I'm actually very interested in myself because I'm looking at colleges right now. But what advice would you offer to young girls who aspire to attend college, as well as those who may be unsure about pursuing higher education?
Yeah, for sure. I would say one of the biggest pieces of advice is don't let self-doubt hold you back. I know that college can be super scary, especially if you're pursuing a STEM degree. It can seem like very daunting, and you might actually think that you're like incapable of doing certain things, but I say never give up. You can always do it if you put your mind to it. When you give something your all, it'll always work out. So never let any sort of self-doubt hold you back from kind of achieving your dreams in college.
While you've been at USC, I know you have a lot of highlights. So can you share some of your highlights from attending the college? And then what are some of your challenging times that you've had while in school? And how did you overcome them?
Yeah, so one of my most favorite highlights is I was actually part of an organization called Lava Lab, which is an entrepreneurship slash startup organization. So in that club, we were able to produce our own web application that is focused on the realm of fashion. And it was a very hard process. It was like 8 weeks long, and we had to build a web app from start to finish in that short period, and then launch it and pitch it at our demo night, which is at the end of the semester. And we were actually able to win best demo at that competition. And I feel like that was just super rewarding, kind of seeing all of that hard work kind of come to fruition at the end of that demo night. And I was also able to put everything that I learned in college thus far into that project. So that kind of also was nice to be able to utilize those skills kind of in the real world. And USC was able to give me the opportunity through Lava Lab. So that was super cool. And then one of the most daunting things, or one of the most challenging things I've gone through at USC is I'm in computer science. So I have taken a couple of algorithms courses, and we have one algorithms course in particular that's more theoretical. And I'm not huge on like theoretical math and theoretical like algorithms and things like that. And so that was super hard to wrap my head around at first. I had like no idea kind of what was going on at the beginning, and it was new to everybody. I mean, it was a realm of computer science that was completely unfamiliar, nothing like I'd ever learned in high school and things like that. So that was super challenging, but I really took it upon myself to kind of step out and go and seek assistance in that particular class. I was always at office hours, always talking with my friends, always watching YouTube videos, trying to get a better understanding of that course because I knew how important it was for my future. So yeah, just kind of taking that self-initiated action to get over the hardships in that class was really, really nice because it paid off in the end, and I was able to do well in the class. So.
Well, I know you participated in the Salesforce software engineering internship program. And so you have your school, you have other extracurricular activities, and you also have your personal life, right? How do you find time for self-care and to keep your mental well-being strong? How do you do that from day to day with everything on your shoulders?
Yeah, for sure. So I actually learned this when I was at Salesforce through a speakers event that they had. But one of the speakers there had mentioned that as far as like your personal health and well-being, it's important to prioritize that as much as like what either your career or your academics. And that's something that I started to do pretty early on in college, kind of as a result of kind of hearing that information. I started treating my health and well-being as a part of my degree. So sleeping, that's a part of my degree because I need to sleep in order to be successful. And having a skincare routine or doing my nails was also necessary for me to feel good about myself and like have better energy and things like that throughout the day. So yeah, I feel like treating my health and well-being as being a part of my degree is something that has allowed me to really make time for myself and just allow my brain the time to rest as needed. And yeah, so I believe everybody should try to incorporate it and prioritize it as much as you prioritize your career or your academics because it's super important.
Well, that's fantastic. I so thank you, Christian, for being on the show today. Thank you so much for everything that you have accomplished, and you just hang in there. You never give up, because that's what life is really about, right? It's about pushing forward, never giving up, leaning in, and always keep faith. So wishing you many, many blessings, and we cannot wait to see the positive imprint that you are going to make on this world. If you would like to get in contact with Christian, you can search her name on LinkedIn at Christian Bryan. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, I will be interviewing Miss Dallas teen Lily Roberts, who is also my co-host for today. Back in a moment.